Hey, still, what's going on? This video today stems from us having a conversation about AAR with the AV8. In no way do I think I'm qualified in teaching the Harrier, and in no way, shape, or form am I think I'm that good to where I can pass on my fantastic flying skills with the next member. From one noob to another, I'm just trying to show you where I screwed up and what I did to try to correct it and things like that. So let's get started. Okay, as you can see, the mission pretty much puts me behind the C-130 because the radio frequencies in the Harrier are kind of complex. It's kind of difficult. So let's pause here. Uh, what you have to do, because the Harrier, I mean, the C-130 has no TACAN first off, but as far as radio communications, the radio frequencies for the C-130 has to be pre-programmed into the Harrier communications, because if not, there's no way that you can contact the C-130 if the mission is built around non-easy communications. If it's easy communications, you don't have to worry about doing anything with the UFC. Now, because I like to do things the hard way still, I don't have easy communication. So what you would have to do is to try to tune in to the frequency for the KC-130, which in this case it is 251. So you would have to rotate the knob down here on COM 1 till this reads 251 up here in the digital display up here, and then you'll be able to contact the taker through your communications. So let's go ahead, let's go through it.
Texaco, in field, 1-1. Request rejoin.
Now you see still, Texaco gave me the call sign, or I called Texaco to try to proceed. We're going to connect all by the rotation of the radio frequencies and whatnot to show 251 here. Now once I pick 251, I've got to push the white button and everything will be cool. All right. So now we show up on our approach up to the C-130. Still, I suck, dude. I'm telling you, I suck. The C-130 speed is roughly, I think 308 to 309 knots. Okay, so I'm going to try to overtake the C-130. However, I'm going to put myself into a position to where I'm going to try to line up with that engine right there. Now, on my approach, that's what I'm aiming for. Is that engine? But as you can see, my approach is roughly between the outer pylon and the outermost engine, right in between there. All right. My speed, I'm going to try to get up there to where I can get stable at 308, 309. However, I watched the video still where it says it's okay to get just a little in position and stabilize before you request fuel. Now still, if you notice that down here I've got my flaps set to cruise. Make sure your flaps are set to cruise. It makes it a little more easier for you controlling and getting set up with the tanker. Now, as you can see, I've got a nice steady approach. Now, once you get about here still, you're going to have to judge how high or how low you need to be. See, right now I'm kind of high because, as you know, this basket is going to drop kind of like right around here where I'm at. As you see, I'm trying to get set up. Start to move in. Now, one thing still I want you to notice, look at the throttle movement, man. The throttle movement is constant. You can barely see I'm moving it. See, I'm moving it forward, forward, trying to get that stabilization, man.
Ready, pre-contact. Clear contact.
I mean, look at that still. Trying to get that stabilization, man. See, move forward, back.
Break away.
I don't know what that breakaway is, my man.
Airborne.
However, I don't listen to it. One thing I do want you to notice still is look at the position right now that I'm in. I'm trying to keep the boom or the basket right off this quarter here, in between the pro status lights and the top edge of this mirror, right in that little gap right there. I'm trying to keep that basket right about there, brother. But as you can see, my approach right now is a little too high.
Uzi 1 is RTB at 270.
Now, adjusting, like I said, I'm trying to keep the basket. See, I'm way out of position right there. I try to recorrect, try to cross over a little bit, but now I think I'm just able enough to start creeping in, but I am still a little too high. So I'll hold off just a tad bit. As you can see, I've got trims where I'm barely moving, man, that I can make small corrections up and down. See, you see the minus come up, but you don't see my vertical speed indicator change. But as you can see, you see how I'm coming in. See, blammo shablamo, dude.
You're taking fuel.
Nice. I'm taking fuel, my man. I'm taking fuel. So I'm sitting up here. I'm looking. She's getting gas. She's getting gas. Um, we look down at my throttle. I'm barely making adjustments. My speed is at 309. The good thing about it still is that as I got to a point to where I was in position, I just kind of punched the throttle just a tad bit to give me some speed, and I kind of jabbed that freaking probe into that basket, which was awesome. Look at that, dude. Beautiful. Right up under there, man. That's beautiful, ain't it, man? Look at that. Oh yeah. She's guzzling right on up, man. Holding tight. Look at that. Both freaking tanks, man, filling up at the same time. I'm not saying I'm good still. I'm not saying I'm good at all. But this is not too bad, brother. Not too bad at all.
Transfer complete. Disconnect.
You know what's funny about this, brother? I did this all in nav screen. Normally, I like to see where my RPMs are, but man, I've been monitoring my freaking speed, man. Awesome. See you later, baby. Still, we're gonna try to bring it from another one.